feel like the Bros had a lot of options to make things work really well and haven't quite managed to hit the payoff. As we tick over to 6 minutes, gold is incredibly even, but I feel like the Bros are poised for another good mid-game. Oh, just when is that moment going to happen, you know, where it all falls apart?
The thing
Just
is,
have to see. Maybe the Bros can avoid it this time.
the thing is, as well as normally, there's a lot of mid lane matchups where if things don't go super swimmingly for the Orianna Nocturne.
And right now, BNK in a pretty good position to be locking that one up with the vision that they have in the area. There is the shockwave avoided as Closer decides to go in. He flashes for it, but doesn't land the ulti. And Raptor should be able to finish him off. There is first blood going over to the Nocturne. And sometimes it's not about the execution, it's about the result.
Yeah, good flash there from Vikla. He's about to get feared by Raptor. I think it does pressure you in that situation, so it's harder to, you know, look at it from our perspective. But yeah, a good pickup. You know, I said if he ulted mid and Closer got away, it would have been fried. They managed to get the kill, managed to get the ultimate Hunter stack, so a good recovery from BNK FEARX.
That's what we wanted to see. And they will be able to get themselves up to an 800 gold lead. That will also be the Grubs going their way, or at least 2 of them. They will get the majority, grab themselves the feat of strength point. So feel good. And so felt like this is kind of what happens for the matchup. Is all right, bit of a flash in, shockwave, fantastic there. But I don't know whether it's going to be enough to get him out of dodge. As Closer 5-point strike locks down the kill. The answer is there here for the Bros. There and here. Yeah, both.
Dude, just an absolute slam dunk.
Oh yeah, that was definitely one of them. As all right, BNK starting up a dragon here. There's the shockwave to dive on in, but they get on top of the Xin Zhao, and Croco keeps himself so comfortable. That killer instinct is not what you want to see. As Closer gets into that backline, Vikla in a bit of trouble. They take down the Xin, but at what cost, ladies and gentlemen? And the answer is a little bit too much. As there is that Sundered Sky completed here for Croco. A little bit late to keep him alive in that fight, but the Bros still managed to win it.
A lot of the fights, and right now really struggling into Closer's Akali. And with him being that low, you really have to just give up the...
Oh, Train going to get the flash out of clear here. Very nicely done. They do have the paranoia, but they're not going to be able to use it to stop this dragon from going down. Another Infernal Soul this game is Pulverize. Not even going to be used as... Wow! Okay!
That was a decision. He
was butchered so quickly.
Yeah.
For the team, as Clear had a bit of a rough one on the Rumble, despite the W in the win-loss column. Certainly not exactly his best performance. His teleport in. Yeah, here we go. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. Heroic charge to try and get Kellen out of here. There's the paranoia. In goes Closer as well. They're looking for the angle. The Train doesn't find the mark, but Croco is unkillable. And the Steadfast Presence stops Clear from really doing much. Now he dives in. The Dominus is cutting them up. And the Akali just kind of accidentally dies. A very awkward position there as Hype is now dashing after Kellen. He will be able to get that kill, but now where are his friends? They're all in the death chamber, and it's Vikla that's chasing down the Corki. He gets a last-second barrier, but that won't do it. And BNK find another mid-game decisive fight.
A little bit of damage.
I'm just going to... Okay, never mind. We've got Kellen doing that thing where he's going to die again.
Okay.
There that is. Raptor, let's see what he's going to do. Is Diablo. They are going to close in. There is the Valkyrie out, but it's not quite going to be enough there. So Diablo now going to be the next to go down. The Bros do manage to trade up. There's a knock up onto Vikla as well as the Train has left the station. Vikla will be knocked up as Croco makes his way in, audaciously charging down this Orianna, and the Bros waste no time making themselves into the advantageous position once again.
Immediate punish comes through. You know, Kellen didn't have his ult available for the last fight, I believe, and
might not be true. That's all right.
You know what? I'm going to choose to believe it because it sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that is, sometimes that's better. That's okay. This dragon going down lower and lower. There's the paranoia, but out goes the cow, and in goes Croco. There's a shockwave onto 3, but there's not really very much follow-up. They're just looking to make their way out as Closer on the backside of this fight. Clear also getting himself set up. The killer instinct comes down. Croco stays alive for such a long time. And Clear is being such a menace, but Closer manages to find the squishies. And now he's trying to get out, but Clear is just a monster. Polu's running, and Closer gets flashed on. Down he goes, as this prehistoric monster is really starting to run away with things. BNK going to be starting it up. The Bros trying to move down to make something happen here.
Rocco's so far away, I think it's just gone.
Yeah, I don't know whether there's going to be any way for them to do anything about this. The teleport does come in, and yeah, they spot the health bar, and they're like, well, I guess it's doomed. Still, they're going to go for a fight here as there's a shockwave only onto Polu as the train comes down. They're looking to now finish off this Crocodile. He's taken down relatively low, but gets out of the fight. Kellen manages to separate Croco. I don't know whether he's exactly the prime target, but they do manage to take him down. And now Closer has to ult his way out of this fight. Does everything trying to escape, but Vikla is chasing down 2 people and winning. BNK looking fantastic. Hype might be able to kill Vikla, but I just think that BNK are looking better. Hype now wants to try and kill Kellen as well. Kellen has been dying a fair bit in this game. Trying to keep him interested at this point in time is probably a good thing.
Oh, Hype, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he's dead now, I think, guys. Clear is just going to be slicing around. Will it be a consolation? Alistair, it will not. He's just going to get baited in.
We try and be unbiased casters. We can't always be asking for Brotax.
Well, let's see whether some Brotax can be delivered here to save Closer's life, as there is the ulti to come through from this Nocturne. He gets underneath the turret, but it's not going to save him. Shockwave onto the Xin Zhao again, and this time it's the perfect choice. Inner turret going to be taken down, and no amount of Brotax is going to be able to repair this game. The Bros really starting to fall apart now.
Yeah, Morgan going to take this top lane tower, but in the meantime, his bot lane inhib tower is going to go down. And BNK FEARX in firm control. Just feels like, you know, even though there's been some whiffs with this Orianna Nocturne combo.
Thankfully for the Bros, they did get the first 2 dragons. And so it's not like there's any soul point on the table or anything like that, but I mean, that's consolation at best.
Yeah. Problem is as well, this is the sort of position where you kind of want to stall the game out.
We'll see. All right. Closer now having to watch this inhibitor get sieged as we get back into it. If you guys want a bit of a recap in the state of the game, not great here for the Bros, although they're looking for Vikla. The train's now out of the station. Let's see whether they can actually make this one work. Already the Orianna has gone down, but it's a fight on 2 fronts as Morgan managing to buy so much space. Closer goes in, but Raptor does not go down. Wind becomes lightning onto Diablo. That's a big deal, but the follow-up not going to be there. The Bros very happy about getting this 1 pick, but what can they turn it into?
Maybe a 4 out of 10 on the throw ability.
Yeah, we are moving up.
Moving up the scale. Yeah, Vikla a little bit overextended, without flash, without Zhonya's. They do find the engage. Not super meaningful.
Oh dear. Well, Hype is going to get engaged on here. There's a heroic charge, but it does nothing. Diablo tanks up the turret though, and it's the Poppy that grabs the kill back. Before his mid laner, which is kind of nutty. 3, 5, and 9 right now. This game kind of hinging on this Xin Zhao.
You have some ornaments being handed out. You did already have...
All right, there is the kill the Corki angle, as we do say goodbye to the cow, but we also say goodbye to the Corki. It's bad news for the Bros, as Polu gets feared and taken out. Bellow's breath not quite doing it here, as Croco trying to keep himself alive, and he does so pretty well. Clear goes in, but he doesn't manage to get it, and it's the tower that takes him down, but the rest of the team will just be annihilated, and BNK bring down the wallets and say, sorry everyone, it's a 2-0.
Hype overextended there, gets punished, and this is the sort of composition where you can punish an AD carry so easily.
You do.
Get some vision in the Baron area? Sure. Do not start that Baron. Oh no, they're gonna start it on there. Okay.
It's time to start the Baron,
They just send it, you know, why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a lot of vision here available for BNK FEARX, but they can turn off the lights, and the Poppycopter not going to quite find the angle here, as there go the lights that we were talking about, but it's on to Closer, and he's able to get into the Shroud. Morgan tanking things up, but where is the follow-up? Where is the answer? And the answer is, it's nowhere. They're just going to back away. They lose the on-killer instinct here from Diablo. Supercharges himself, flashes forward, and then leaves. No questions asked as Raptor is looking to take down Croco. He flashes, but it's not going to do anything. And BNK just wipe the floor with Pro in this series.
Pro start the Baron, and it is their demise. BNK FEARX, we thought it'd be a 2-1. They say no. Managing to close out a 2-0 was a scrappy series, a lot of back and forth. In the end, they're the clear victors in this one and will push themselves to 2nd place in the Rise group.
Yep. 1-2 early games, GigaChat still get 2-0'd here by BNK FEARX. Nexus gonna go down, and BNK with a decisive win here.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.